Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Modeling League Spike Magazine Trophy. We have quarterfinal number 3 tonight. We're at the top of the bracket, and it's going to be a really fun one. We've got Elves versus Orcs. It's going to be the NC Snakes versus the Gutterballz. Move versus El Nubarino. Dark Elves versus Orcs. Let's take a look at the bracket before we take a look at the two teams up this evening. The bottom of the bracket in this quarterfinals has been completed. The Believe Broncos, the current Chaos Cup champions, are advancing to the semifinals. They're the number 2 seed. The Pip Stars are winning with an upset against the Philosopher's Song. They'll advance to face off against the Believe Broncos in the semifinals. The NC Snakes at the top of the bracket. The finals of the Chaos Cup was indeed the NC Snakes versus the Believe Broncos. We might see that happen again here in the Spike Magazine Trophy. The Snakes, the number 1 seed against the number 8 seed. The winner looking to advance and play the winner of our final quarterfinal match, which will be about a week from now. It's going to be MAML Nightmare versus Tizzork Savage Boys. Necro versus Orcs. That's Festoon versus Tizzle Bizzle. That'll be a fun one as well. But I'm out most of this week, so we'll have that game next week. Welcome on to the stream this evening. The home team will be the number 1 seed, the NC Snakes. They have 12 on the roster. Everybody is fit and ready to start in tonight's matchup. TV is going to be 1,560,000 gold. Both Witch Elves, 4 Blitzers, and a bunch of Linos. We've got 1 Apothecary, 1 Cheerleader. I love it when a coach brings a cheerleader. 7 dedicated fans and 3 rerolls. They're going to be up against the Orcs of the Gutterballz. The Gutterballz have 13 on their roster. Everybody healthy here as well. So everyone starts, and that's a TV of 1,660,000 gold. That's 80,000 gold in petty cash going to the Dark Elves. That's not enough for a star player. I think that's going to be a keg and a coach. I don't see that going down any other way. All 4 big and blockers, all 4 blitzers, the big guy in the troll, a goblin, a thrower, and a bunch of Linos. 1 apothecary, 7 dedicated fans. My God, the money that's going to be earned tonight. And 3 rerolls. How these two teams play. The Orcs, they're the bashy team. Look at all that block. Lots of block, lots of guard, lots of mighty blow, and lots of tackle as well. This is a mighty team. They're going to be looking to murder some elves tonight. That's their game plan. On offense, they cage up. They've got lots of guard, lots of strength, block, and mighty blow. They want to stay together. They want to push down the pitch and punch any elf that gets in their way. On defense, they're going to have to be a little more mindful. These elves, of course, are elves. They're very agile. They have a speed advantage as well. The Orc team might want to screen out the pitch. It's going to make them a little bit weaker on defense, but they're still a strong team. If they want to give up a wide zone, they could try to play a gambit where the elves commit to a wide zone and then the Orcs are in position to encircle them and stop them. Otherwise, they want to force that score as early as possible to get that ball back, win this game 2-1 this evening. It's just that simple. They're the bashy team. They want to bash and they want to smash. I think the NC Snakes tonight have to play a little bit more of an elfy type of game than maybe they're accustomed to. So Dark Elves are not as frail as other elf teams. They have mostly AV 9+, that's average. The Witch Elves, of course, have an AV of 8+, but I think in tonight's matchup, it doesn't matter. This team wants to stay away from the Orcs. They don't want to give the Orcs all those blocks that they really want to take. And that means on defense for the Snakes tonight, I think what they're going to do is they're going to step aside, they're going to take a step back, maybe just stay in front of that Orc cage and hold the Orcs to just a blitz a turn. If they can hold them to a blitz a turn, if they can hold the forward movement to a space a turn, their defense has done their job. Otherwise, they're going to get punched a whole lot. They don't have the skills to punch back. Skills on the players, that is. There are 3 main advantages this team has against the Orcs. Their speed, their agility, and let's not forget their coach is the number 1 seed here in the quarterfinals. Not a lot of money in petty cash for this team, so really nothing's going to happen there. Again, I think it's going to be a keg for the 3+ KOs. I think it's going to be a coach for the opportunity to get an extra reroll. Other than that, both teams are at the reroll spot they want to be. This is a team that when they have the ball, they can really kind of score whenever they want to. Lots of speed, lots of agility. A couple of players with frenzies to open up the frenzy to open up those lanes when needed. and they can just go to town and score pretty easily. MA7, not the fastest pieces in the game of Blood Bowl, but in this matchup, pretty decent. And having half your team in MA7 and the rest in MA6, that's a significant speed advantage against these orcs. They've got to stay alive. If they don't stay alive, they've lost this game. And we're gonna have a big upset here tonight. Both great coaches, of course. We're in the quarterfinals after all. We started with 27. We're down to 8. Actually, we're down to 6. And so the Gutterballz looking to advance here to the semifinals and take out the #1 seed right here in the quarterfinals. We'll see if they can do it or not. Man, this matchup is really tricky, I think, on paper for this Dark Elf team. I think the Orc team, their strategy, when I say it's really tricky, I mean for the Orc team, their strategy is kind of like normal, right? Like they're not changing their strategy too much. They're just playing the game that they're accustomed to, that they've spent the last 9 weeks playing, and in fact spent the whole first competition of the season playing. So not a lot of shakeups going on for the Gutterballz, and El Dubarino can really, I don't want to say relax, I mean it is it is a quarterfinal match, but can really sort of understand what the game plan is. Moob, on the other hand, I think really has to consider the differences here tonight. This is a Dark Elf team. They can be very aggressive, they can be very punchy, but against this team that has been this Orc team that has been kitted out the way they have, I think they've got to fall back to their Elven roots, and they've got to play a little more of an Elfy game where they're getting those 2-die blocks, not to knock down pieces, not to break open cages per se, but getting those 2-die blocks to get away from orcs, right? To push those orcs away from these Elven players and allow these Elven players a bit of room to breathe, so that when the orcs come back on their follow-up turn, they're just getting that one blitz, and you only have to worry about that one armor break roll and not say 5 of them or 6 of them. If Moob can handle that, if Moob can make that happen, I think this Dark Elf team is going to be a tough one to beat. If the NC Snakes go into the second half of this game with 11 players, boy, that's going to be really telling, I think, as to whether or not the NC Snakes are going to have the momentum to win this game or not. So remember, this is a quarterfinal game, so this will not end in a draw. That's going to change strategies a little bit as well. When we get to turn 16, if this is a draw game, we're going to overtime. You play a full 8 turns, and you don't get back your re-rolls, you don't get back your bonus time. So the coaches are going to have to be very aware of that as we start to get into the fourth quarter, and it looks like it might be a draw. If it looks like it might be a draw, maybe you don't be you don't take the risks that are going to require you to spend a team re-roll. You want to save that for overtime. And also removals are going to be a big part of that as well, because overtime's going to start with a new coin toss. So if you're down a whole bunch of players, your opponent wins that coin toss, it's going to be on offense, and you're going to have to really figure out what you need to do to stop that score or get that ball back in order to win the game tonight. So lots of things to consider here, a lot on the table for both of these teams. The Dark Elf team, I think, is going to have to shake up their strategy just a little bit. And if we get into the fourth quarter and it's looking like a draw, I think both coaches are going to have to start rethinking how they're spending their resources in order to come out with a victory here this evening. This is it. It's a single elimination bracket. You lose a game, you're out of the competition. All right, enough jibber jabber from me. Let's go. I'm going to go over to Discord and see if the coaches are ready to go. Elder Bruno says in chat that they're starting, so that's good enough for me. Oh, look at that. Something changed. The TV's dead even. So the Snakes getting nothing. It looks like the Gutterballz fired a player, and it's going to be dead even, no inducements whatsoever. Clear skies for this matchup. Sophiana says, "Go Elves." Praying to Nuffle. The Elven team, the #1 seed here in the Spike Magazine Trophy. Oh, Skeletal Stevo, thank you very much for the kind words. I appreciate it. Look at that fan factor, 18. Oh, the money. The money to be made. Here's the coin toss, no inducement phase. And the Snakes win the coin toss. They're going to choose to be on offense first. The Snakes in the red, the Gutterballz in the yellow. Five on the line for the Gutterballz. I'm going to call them the Gutterballz all night. Duh Gutterballz. It is so hard to say duh Gutterballz. There it is, demanding death. Welcome to the stream. Spire says, red hides the bleeding better. Welcome all to the stream. All right, that's the setup. Giving up those wide zones for the most part. The defense giving up the 3 columns on either side of the pitch here. They have 1 in either wide zone. They're both big uns, so they have a strength of 4. They both have block. The one on the right side has the guard skill. Yeah, the Bears is easier to say. I don't know why. Da Bears. Cobblestorm says, defense stacking the line of scrimmage. Punish them, Nuffle. Punish them. 3 on the line for the Snakes. 2 blitzers on the right side. Core number 2, the level 3 lineman currently on the left side. Cobblestorm demanding death. Sisk rooting for this Elven offense. Von Roo, welcome to the stream. Von Roo rooting for the Orcs. Sophiana says, so I have a good name for the first VAMP team, the New Orleans Sinners. That's beautiful. That's perfect. Nurgle's Rot rooting for the offense. Sisk. That's good advice as always. Proud Star rooting for the defense. Here's the kick. Clear skies, 1 back to receive. It's Snake Plissken himself. Weather's going to remain this game, but this ball's going to scatter. And that ball ends up on the 8-yard line. Cobblestorm wants to activate the Telestrator of Doom. Let's give them some time before we start murdering them. 2+ pickup right out of the gate. There's the DACA. You know what? What am I talking about? Give them some time. Let's go. It's Blood Bowl. Let's go. Retreating off the line here. What they're trying to do is they're trying to stall without getting punched. So they're going to retreat down the line here and try to engage back here. That's going to force a couple of turns for the defense to move forward. That was plenty of time. And that way, instead of having your offensive cage down here getting pummeled relentlessly, you spend a couple of turns in the first part of the half not getting hit at all, and that's the way you can stall this out to try to score on turn 8. Summon the Squircles of Doom. Skeletal Sivo says, is there an underdog between the 2 coaches? I always root for them. The NC Snakes are the number 1 seed in the quarterfinals. The Gutterballz are the number 8 seed. Good blitz repositioning there by Cottonmouth, forcing just the single dodge here by Rattler. And then one more by core number 2. Well done by the Snake. So Moob has the strategy in mind that we talked about in the pregame here. They do not want to go toe-to-toe with these mighty, mighty Orcs. Good old brave Sir Moob. He bravely ran away. Ball's now all the way down on the 16-yard line in the hands of Copperhead, the number 4 blitzer. Skeletal Steve-O rooting for this Orc defense. It looks like they're not engaging. They're going to stay right on the line of scrimmage, it seems. NC Snakes, if they win this game, they may have to face an Orc team again in the semifinals. So the Orcs moving just a couple of spaces forward. I think the NC Snakes are going to be okay with this. Festoon rooting for this Dark Elf offense. Look at the big guy. The big guy just taunting the elves as they're all facing the opposite direction. He's like, I'm coming for you. Jeff Bridges, the safety. Turn 2 now, back to the Dark Elves. So the Orcs cross the line of scrimmage. They just move a few spaces. These Elves are just going to move a few spaces back in kind. And that'll be the end of their turn. Bottom of the second coming up for the Orcs. All these Orc teams mean a shortage of good doctors. There it is, turn 2 now for the Gutterballz. Very effective strategy here to try to stall this out. You often want to keep the balls, well, often, all things being equal, you want to keep the ball as long as possible. You'll see teams often do that by getting to the end zone and then waiting until the very end of the half. But again, in this matchup, you don't want to continually get punched turn after turn after turn. So this is an effective way to do that. Proud Star says I'm the guy that would just pass my turn to make them figure it out. Minute 5 on the clock for the Gutterballz. Again, just moving a handful of spaces forward. About 3 spaces forward on this turn. It's like a Wild West showdown right now. Who's gonna flinch first? Orcs on the opposing 12-yard line right now. Proudstar says I'm more worried the troll will go stupid. That's always a worry when you have, well, almost always a worry when you have a big guy on your team. Wow, so just advanced with a handful of players. Turn 3 back to the Snakes. Why are the uprights in the game? Like, why? Why are there uprights? All right, here come the Dark Elves. They've advanced 2 players forward. Rat number 3, the rookie lineman at center field. Coral Reef number 2 over in the left wide zone. A mark taken over in the right wide zone by Rattler, the number 3 blitzer. SP Beaver says in case the game goes to kicks. I guess. I guess. It makes it feel football-y. That's true. Welcome to the stream, not so trusty patches. So we can have kicks. Everyone loves kicks. They should at least put the animations back in. I say back in as if they took them away from us. Like, they should at least make the animations for Blood Bowl 3. Ball advances forward to the 16-yard line. In the hands of Copperhead. That's the Blodger Blitzer over on the right side. Here's that blitz on the right side. Two-die blitz. It's a both standing result. Oh, yeah. Got to use the team reroll there. Double pals. Looking for a 10+ to break armor in the second block of the game. Pizza Burger Steelers. SB River says, see, it works better when you just roll pals. That's right. That's right. That's all you got to do in this game. Just roll well. If you're not rolling well, what are you doing? So the Dark Elves controlling a good chunk of the pitch here, giving them some movement options. They've got the ball over in the right wide zone. Turn 3 back to the gutter. I did it again. Back to the Gutterballz. Who is this guy thumbing down? Is it Steve Buscemi? He gets marked by Philip Seymour Hoffman for that. Not so trusty patches with the sub. Thank you very, very much. That's right. That's all the advice you need. Just roll 6s. Thank you very much for your generosity. What more advice do you need? Just roll 6s. One minute to go forward. The Gutterballz are taking some marks. Blitz on the Witch Elf. 2-die blitz on the Witch Elf. This works out due to the tackle skill. 7+ is going to break armor on Black Mamba number 2. John Turturro on the blitz. No armor break. These Witch Elves, they have jump up, and that means that they don't spend 3 MA standing up. So she has not lost. She's not lost 3 MA here on her upcoming turn. She can stand right back up and spend all 7 moving. Sophiana says, I have my reasons for having the Rat Ogre as my favorite big guy. That reason may or may not be a Renegade Rat Ogre with break, tackle, block, monstrous mouth, and extra arms. That sounds disgusting. 2-die block and Snake Plissken gets a both standing result out of this. The Gutterballz on the bonus clock here, down to 6 minutes, 53 seconds. The engagement has begun. Cobblestorm rooting for the Dark Elf offense. Yeah, had to fill in this gap here. This was going to be a problem if you didn't pull somebody in. But that might be a block away, and that could open up the lane. There's a number of possibilities to open up lanes here. There's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity here. So the Orcs engaging, trying to shove these Dark Elves to one side. That would be the right side. The Dark Elves looking to open up a hole here. Funnel some elves through to get behind these Orcs. Under a minute to play in turn 4. 2 rerolls left for the Dark Elves. There's the first dodge for the assist on the right side here. Steve Buscemi getting knocked down, and there's that lane opened up. Well, it was opened. So now 2+ dodge can get past the Orcs. Blitz on the right side. Copperhead on the blitz. Spends a reroll. Wanted this push or this knockdown. There's the lane open proper. Why the oh, he's going to stay put and take the blocks, I see. Nope. Yeah, I was like, why the follow-up? Dodges away. Gets across the line of scrimmage to the opposing 2-yard line. Again, Copperhead, a blodger with sidestep. Only a pal's going to knock this player down unless it's one of these tackle pieces like John Goodman. Tackle negates dodge in all aspects. Covering the left side of Copperhead, trying to keep Jeff Bridges off the ball carrier. Not so trusty Patches says I'm currently gluing together a Snotling pump wagon. It's the single most fiddly model I've ever encountered. Yeah, I've heard it's not. I heard it's not a fun time. It looks cool. Another dodge and a rush to fill in the cage. Now the Orcs behind the ball. That is a very bad place to be when your opponent is more agile and faster than you. Black Mamba number 2, another good 2+ dodge to get back into this drive. Turn 4 now forward to Gutterballz. Final turn of the first quarter. I imagine we're going to see a blitz by Jeff Bridges coming up, but we'll see what the Gutterballz decide to do. They've got just 1 block to take, and then they're relegated to a blitz. I'm sorry, they have 2 blocks to take, and then they're relegated to a blitz. Black Mamba number 2, marked once again by John Turturro. There's a second mark, also marking corn number 2. These marks are tricky. Unless Orcs are going to come in on this side. Problem is, these elves are just going to dodge away on a 2+, right? So, tricky mark, but with nothing better to do with them, taking a mark is certainly valuable. You're making your opponent roll dice. 2-die block over on the right side against Taipon number 3. I think we'll take the push out of this unless he wants to reposition. Oh no, took the knockdown. But it might have been going for the surf, so he might want to reposition John Goodman here. Collinsworth BB says, "Oh, guys, where'd everyone go? Mr. Sideline sacrifice health right now. He's cool now. He got knocked out. He's fine." There's a mark to freed up John Goodman to take a mark on the front right corner of the cage. Still waiting for this blitz. I think it's going to be Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges with block and mighty blow. Ooh, failed to rush. Has to spend a reroll here. Got in position in front of the Elves on the right side, marking that back right corner, as well as Snake Plissken. Ivan Cynic says, with a bench, surfing a no-skill lineman is of limited value. Here's the Jeff Bridges blitz. 2-die blitz. Got the pal. Looking for that 8+. Didn't get the armor break, but now Jeff Bridges marking the ball carrier. Second quarter begins. The Snakes have the ball on the opposing 2-yard line. 2-die block results in a push. Ball carrier free to move again. Looks like the ball carrier may be going to the 14-yard line. Yes, indeed. Oh, going to the 16-yard line. Now the ball all the way over to the other side of the pitch, just outside the left wide zone. Good 2+ dodge to cover the rear of the ball carrier. Sidewinder with a good 2+ dodge. El Dudorito. High agility, that's what Elves have. And if you don't set up a number of tackle zones like a minefield, they're going to get the 2+ dodges all day long on you. Good 2+ dodge for the assist against Steve Buscemi. Got the pal here. Snake's doing a great job staying alive here. No removals yet this game. Failed dodge by Black Mamba number 2. She's going to stay on the pitch. Turn 5-4 to Gutterballz. They're down to 2 rerolls for the half. Always hard to stop Elves from scoring, especially when they have their full complement of players. But they can score with much less. All things being equal, in my opinion, Elves tend to want to, the weaker Elves anyway, the Elves without 89+, tend to want to start on defense first, just to ensure they have a full complement for defense, because it's a lot easier for them to score with fewer players than it is to defend with fewer players. Iron Cynic says, foul her! I have to imagine we're going to see a foul on Black Mamba number 2. Which Elves are such a high dollar piece, high dollar player. Getting rid of them is a big hit to a Dark Elf team. 2-die blitz on Cottonmouth number 2. Gets the knockdown here thanks to tackle. Iron Cynic demanding death. I hope you get it. We'll see how many assists come in on that foul. So no marks taken on the ball carrier. Two-die on rat number 3. This will be a knockdown. Then a 2-die on Coral Reef number 2 will also be a knockdown, looking for a 9+. Boy, no armor breaks. No armor breaks yet. Orcs must be wearing padded gloves, I know. 2 assists here on the foul. Could be 3. It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 3. 5+ on the armor break. Here we go. 5+ to break armor. We'll get called off the pitch, but I think that's a good trade. Well, we'll see. If Black Mamba number 2 just immediately comes back, not a great trade. Tried to argue the call. The ref was having none of it. That'll be a turnover. 1-man play. I'm sorry, 10v10 on the pitch. Black Mamba number 2 knocked out. Two-die blitz to get the turn started here by Snake Plissken. Gets a push. Frees up Sidewinder. That's the other Witch Elf. Number 2, level 3, has Wrestle and Tackle. Snake's going to stall this out for another turn. They're now on the opposing 24-yard line. They're going to dodge away Cottonmouth number 2. That's very true, yeah. Yeah, Sidewinder is injured, meaning if she has to roll on the casualty table, she's going to get a +1, which you don't want. The higher numbers are worse. Double skulls against Steve Buscemi. Oh, do you just take it? I think you might just take it. Oh. Difficult decision up against this blitzer. Just eats it and stays alive. That'll be a turnover. Turn 6 now forward to Gutterballz. Skeletal Steve-O rooting for the Orc defense. Electric Man says, "Why did he get sent off? I thought that was a Witch Elf." I don't understand. It wasn't a Witch Elf. He's lowering the rush failure rate from a Games Workshop mandated 900% to a paltry 99%. Dead Freddy, welcome to the stream. Dead Freddy says, "This is flag football. Come on, what is going on here?" What's going on as we're seeing Moob understand the matchup. War Master says, "More elf meat." Oh, I see. Roll of W. Witch Elf, or Blitz on the Witch Elf, I should say, gets the knockdown here. Looking for an 8+. Well, I actually won't get the knockdown here due to Wrestle. So now the decision is, do you spend the reroll or not? I think maybe you do. No, he's just going to be wrestled down. So Russell says on a both down result, both of you get knocked down. There's no armor break and no turnover. Two-die block back in no man's land is going to be a push against core number 2 by Steve Buscemi. Orcs trying to rush players into position here and try to force the score as early as possible. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. I think, well, they will. I think the Dark Elves are going to score on turn 7. And that's going to give 2 turns forward to Gutterballz to try to score. They're not a particularly fast team, but they could do it. The best way to build your pitch is from the skulls of dead elves. Turn 7 for the Snakes. No, they're going to stall this out till turn 8. They're going to give it the Orcs an opportunity here to beat up on this cage and take a mark on the ball carrier. Now Witch Elf 2+. No problem. There's that cage set up. So there'll be a blitz on this cage. Good mark here by Moob. Identifying the tackle player, John Goodman, would almost certainly be the player who wants to take a mark on Copperhead to negate that free reroll with dodge. Turn 7 for the Gutterballz. So they're going to blitz a corner. I think they would love this to be a blitz on the Witch Elf. Can they do it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's so tough. This is such a good mark here of Cottonmouth. I think it's going to have to be on the back corner here against the blocker. Oh, giving up the touchdown, it looks like. Giving up the touchdown to go for the 3-die blitz on Cottonmouth and only gets a dodge push out of this. So decided to go for the 3-die instead. Didn't pan out. Now the NC6 are going to score on turn 8. They'll take the lead in this ball game 1-0. The Gutterballz will have one more turn left in this half to try to get on the board, which is not very likely. So they'll be looking for a timeout here. Good score here by the Snakes on their offensive half. They're in the lead 1-0. Hey, it's the cheerleaders! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, Moop should win just for this. Here's the jig. Let's see the jig. Yeah! Oh, the Witch Elf not taking to the pitch here for this final drive of the first half. It'll be 11v11 once again, but just one Witch Elf on defense. Oh no, it's 10. Oh no, it's 11. I was like, where did all the players go? those are some of the best cheerleaders. They're great, and the halfway cheerleaders are great too. Yeah, they're good too. They're good too. You're right, Cobblestone. They are very good too. Those are definitely the top 3 for me. Tiax, welcome to the stream. Says I have my third Rebel game happening currently. Good luck to you. Crowdstar says I like the dwarf cheerleaders. Keep the crowd drunk and rowdy. Fair enough. Although they spill the beer. When they dance, they're always spilling the beer. I mean, the vamp cheerleaders have to be new, right? They have to be. Tiax said, should at least be a draw, which puts me at 2-1-0 with my quarantine. Congratulations. That's a tough team to coach, in my opinion. Lots of frenzy. So 3 on the line, a space apart for the defense. And the defense playing forward. Playing much forward than he normally would be. Why? Because throw teammate is in effect. Throw teammate goes a maximum of a long pass away. I'm sorry, of a short pass away. There is a scatter, however, that gets calculated. So 1 turn left in the first half. The ball's been kicked to the 16. It's now on the 20. Tara Reid, the second, in to be tossed by the troll. But first, rat number 3 is going to have to get blocked down. That's almost certainly going to be by Julianne Moore with block and mighty blow. War Master rooting for this Orc offense to get on the board in 1 turn. Two-die block. There it is with Julianne Moore. Gets the knockdown. No armor break. Taking the blocks on the line first before picking up this ball. 2 re-rolls left. Has blocked down the line. Got nothing out of it, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush is not good enough. Oh, man. How's he going to get the ball to... I don't think he can get the ball there. Oh, man. That's so... Oh, no. Oh, it was just out of range. Good kick by the Snakes. Third quarter about to begin here. The Snakes are going to be on defense for real this time. Oh, wow. Look at this. Black Mamba number 2 not returning on this drive. She could be out for the rest of the game. Cobblestore BB says another team punished for a lack of fumble Ruski. Yeah, so fumble Ruski effectively lets you run with the ball and drop it. I've never seen anyone play it, but I can certainly think up some wacky fumble Ruski plays. Skeletal Stevo says elves have bubble wrap under their armor. All right, 11v11 to start the second half of this game. And now the Elves shifted to the right side here. They're in a 3-4-4. 4 on the line for the offense. Currently, John Turturro back to receive. Iron Cynic says, I hope with the new addition they make throw teammate not count for the turn's pass action. That would be, so just make like throw teammate its own once per turn action. I would like to see the passing game strengthened, which I mean, obviously they're doing with the removal of wildly inaccurate, but I don't know how it would affect the balance of the game. Roll a 3 to get 6 players to reset here on defense. Anybody who's unmarked can reposition in a legal defense. So the Snakes setting up to go very, very aggressive here. If not on the, well, I shouldn't say on the ball, but if not toward the ball, then certainly in front of these Orcs. Ball's going to bounce one space backward to the 16. It's in the left wide zone. Turn 9 now for the Gutterballz. They are down a touchdown, back up to 3 rerolls. 4:54 left on their bonus clock. Cease asked, did I hear a Officious Ref was going, or was that just a dream? Yep, it is gone and replaced with something else. I saw there's a token in the box. I keep forgetting what it's called, but it looks like there's going to be a replacement kickoff event that applies some status effect to somebody. Two-die block gets a pal here. Julianne Moore on the block. We've got one-man player advantage for the Gutterballz. Another one! 2 injuries back to back. 2-man player advantage now for the Gutterballz. We got a game. Oh, this is going to be another knockdown. Will it be another armor break? 9+ breaks armor. It is another armor break and another removal. 3-man player advantage for the Orcs. Cobblestorm says, Amy, you don't want it. The one thing human teams excel at, improved. I'm shocked. Shocked, I say. James like Stack says, what the hell did he tell him at halftime? Going for the handoff here. Fails the handoff. Puts it in the hands of Tara Reid the second. And now Tara Reid, the ball carrier. Don't do it. Don't throw Tara. Do not throw Tara Reid. I swear to God. Oh, he's going to throw Tara Reid. All right, here we go. Here we go. He's got to pray to Nuffle here. Landed on his feet. Oh, he did it. Tara Reid the second, 2 rushes to score. Oh, fast the rush. He got into the end. 1 turn touchdown for the Gutterballz. They tie the game. Boy, was that worth it! I don't think this is the right replay, but we'll watch it again. Dead Freddy says, okay, but doesn't this just let the Elves win 2-1? Yeah, I would think so, but we'll see what the Gutterballz have up their sleeves. Wow, the Witch Elf is still out. She wants no part of this. Yorkshire Kiwi, welcome to the stream, says WTF giving Dark Elves 8 turns to score. I know. We'll see what El Numerino's plan is here, what they have up their sleeve for this, for drive number 4. Four on the line for the Orcs. 1 in either wide zone yet again. Currently 3 on the line for the Dark Elves. Playing very close to the line here, so they're pulling Snake Plissken number 2 up toward the line of scrimmage. Here's the kick. No kicker for either team. 10 elves, what a luxury. Here's the kick. Middling kick. Each team gets a bribe. All right. I expect those bribes to be used. Festoog rooting for this Dark Elf offense. Here we go. Turn 9. Their first turn this half. The NC Snakes. They were on defense. They gave up a one-turn touchdown to the Orcs. And we're going to see the same DACA strategy that we saw in the first half here. Sofiana praying to Nuffle. Von Roo rooting for the Orc defense. One-man player advantage for the Orc team here, but they have no rerolls remaining for the entire duration of this game. Turn 10 forward to Gutterballz. So we'll see if El Numerino advances the same way they did in the first half. I imagine not. It didn't work out so well. They might reshuffle these positions here. Looks like they're going to try to screen out the elves. They've got to be a little bit careful here. If they're going to screen them out in this manner, then they're going to want to offset their tackle zones. Otherwise, if they want to stay ahead of the elves, they could set up here. They could set up in a formation like this. So they could set up players like this and like this. I'm a big fan of this. If you've seen my games, you've seen me do this time and time again. So they can do something like this. And what this allows is this puts tackle zones all the way across the pitch like this. And on a blitz, those tackle zones are still in place. And that's exactly what the Gutterballz are doing here. So they're setting up in columns to try to screen out the Dark Elves. A little forward on the right side, then you'd be a little careful of that because that can open up a lane. That can open up a lane this way. Cobblestone says the incantation of death is complete. Elves retreating yet again, as they're wont to do. Bad dog demanding death. Sofiana says, notably, columns don't work against vampires. Turn 11 now forward to Gutterballz. Exact same offensive formation we saw in the first half. Very different defensive formation. The Orcs advancing. C says I want the elves to score again just for Ava's reactions to the cheerleaders. They're awesome. The Gutterballz advancing their columns, it looks like. So they're going to advance all the way up to the 14-yard line. Tempted by the blitz. Two-die blitz on the right side. Gets a push out of this. Will not follow up. Oh, looks to be thinking about that. He will follow up. So follows up on the right side. Oh, boy. Trying to carve out a little bit of that right wide zone for themselves. The safety, Tara Reid, number 2, is now going to move into this formation as well to try to cover the back corner of this this forward column. Turn 11 now for the Snakes. James likes snacks, rooting for this Elvin offense. Yorkshire Kiwi says, can't wait for the Vamps, but the 3+ bloodlust on 2 of the 6 Vamps is going to be a reroll killer. I haven't seen new Vamps played, but old Vamps murdered themselves all the time. And now the Snakes actually have to engage and play some Blood Bowl here in this drive. Taking a mark on the right side. Failed a 2+ dodge. Team reroll spent. They're down to 2 rerolls for the game. 2-die block gets a push out of this. Repositions the blitzer for the assist. Three spaces of movement left with Cottonmouth number 2. We're looking for more than a push out of this. Although it does clear up the sideline, but I don't think they're going to commit to the sideline. Cottonmouth number 2 rushes down, pitch. $14 seconds to go for the Snakes. 5 minutes, 32 seconds on the bonus clock. Nuffle has granted these teams a bribe. The Snakes looking to commit on turn 12, taking a mark on the left side here, trying to lock down some orcs. Taking some time here on this turn. On the bonus clock now, down to 5 minutes, 18 seconds. TX says their Rebel game should be a 2-0 victory and put them at 3-0. No, that's cool. Ball on the Snakes' own 22-yard line. The Witch Elf covering the left side. Turn 12 for the Gutterballz. Scary turn here for these orcs. If the elves get by them, that may very well be the game. Two-die block against Coral Reef number 2 over on the left side here of this offensive formation. It's going to get a push out of this. The Snakes, number 2 in terms of league points this season with a record of 14-4-1. The Gutterballz ranked number 4 with a record of 10-3-4. 46 seconds to go here for the Gutterballz. Take a mark with the Troll. Troll takes a mark on Snake Plissken. Oh, so scary, so scary. If that Troll has to move and fails that boneheaded roll, sorry, that really stupid roll, oh, what a scary time it's going to be with such a wide formation. 2-dive blitz, breaks armor, got the armor break, gets a stun. We'll see if he can convert on that stun. It's going to be one player that can't protect the ball this turn. If that ball moves forward, maybe not a big deal for the Dark Elves, but then the Dark Elves will have to reconsider what they're going to do for the future turns. If this ball doesn't move forward, then could very well be a big deal here. Fleed / Nihilist number 2, the level 2 lineman, taking a mark on the ball carrier. 4:30 on the bonus clock. Two-die block double skulls against Rattler. That is a turnover. Final turn of the third quarter. And now these elves are going to shoot down the right sideline. Fails the handoff's gonna spend a reroll. Oh boy! Praise Snuffle for that for that reroll. And now Cottonmouth number 2 takes off across the line of scrimmage. Is on the opposing 6-yard line. He's gonna rush to make sure nobody gets near them. The only thing that can happen right now is John Turturro can mark the ball carrier. Where's the Goblin? Where's the Goblin? Oh, there he is. So the Goblin's not in position to be thrown either. So not a whole lot that the Orcs can do at this point. They're going to have to pray to Nuffle and hope a mark with John Turturro works out. Boy, what dodges to make here? Even if he's going to get them, yeah, I mean, what? Oh boy. Even to get the mark with John Turturro here, so we're looking at a 3+, 3+, 3+, and then 2+, 2+. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're looking at a 4+, 4+, 3+, 2+, 2+. With no rerolls. Oh, that's a good dodge. Oh, wow! Perfect dodge here to really cover the gap. I think. Yeah, what a great spot for Snake Plissken. Turn 13 for the Gutterballz. Fourth quarter begins. They've just got to pray to Nuffle at this point and hope John Turturro can take the mark and that mark pays off. It's a very, very, very low odds of even getting the mark. Sandbox JJ, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Taking these blocks is so scary. So scary with no rerolls remaining. Gets a push. Oh, no worries at all. I appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. Gutterballz have to make something happen here. I think it's gonna. I guess it's got. Yeah, I think you're right. It's got to be the troll with the goblin artillery shell. Here it comes. No rerolls. Doesn't land on his feet, is stunned, and that will be a turnover. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a throw teammate. He's just stunned. But that'll be more than likely game over, as nobody's going to be able to catch Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth is going to end up parking this ball on the 22-yard line. Two-die block gets a pal, gets moccasin number 2. Breaks armor, gets 2 SPP out of that. Which will certainly matter if the Gutterballz are going to return in the Dungeon Bowl. So SPP still matters. Keeping your team healthy still matters. Cobblestone says they can still drive the Dark Elves in early. Fair enough. Yeah, there goes the ball. Well done by Moob and the Snakes. They've got the ball on the 22-yard line. Nobody's going to be able to stop them from scoring. But the question is, what can the Dark Elves, what can the Orcs do about it? Dark Elves are going to try to dodge away, and they're going to try to set up some protection. So they're going to set up their tackle zones here and try to prevent... Wow, the skates! And try to prevent these... try to prevent these Orcs from getting by. So a good turnover here for the Gutterballz. But they're so far behind. Jeff Bridges will probably... run around rat number 3 and take a couple of dodges, or could blitz number 3, follow up and take not a couple of dodges, a couple of rushes. No, so they're gonna blitz Tiger here on the double push. Frees up number 8, John Goodman, and now has 4 players here on the left free to move toward the ball. Oh man, taking the mark. Yeah, there are the 2 rushes. I'm not sure what the mark gets you, other than rolling dice, of course. But I think moving toward the ball maybe. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Troll will reposition next to that goblin for sure. Or not. Or not. Problem with having only one orc down here to try to force the score is that this orc's just going to get pushed out by these elves. Turn 14 for the snakes. They're going to move the ball to the left side here. They're still they moved from the right wide zone to center field. Blitz on the left side against John Goodman. Gets a both standing result out of this. Sidewinder sets up some tackle zones between Jeff Bridges and the ball carrier, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get a good coverage with Copperhead covering the right side here to prevent Jeff Bridges from blitzing the ball carrier. Could still blitz the ball. Oh, failed dodge. Could still blitz the ball carrier with a dodge. So it could be 1, 2, 3. That's a 3+ dodge for 4, 5, 6 rush blitz. But no rerolls. So it'd be a 3+, 2+, 2+ to a 1 die blitz against the blodger with no tackle. You're looking for a POW at that point. Even for, oh, actually, the blitz would force the score. Oh, not, oh, can't do it now. Good armor break. Gets nothing substantial out of it. So it's going to be a blitz against Sidewinder. Double rush in MAML? Do we have to pull out the maths? Ceased lowering the rush failure rate from 900% to 99%. I think if he's going to blitz with Jeff Bridges, we won't see the rush here. Instead, it'll be a... Well, it's going to depend on what happens to Sidewinder, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it won't be a rush. Oh, boy. Got the knockdown. But it's going to be a wrestle down. Oh. Oh. Oh, you're right. Yeah, he's sidestepper. Yeah, it doesn't force the score. You're absolutely right. All right, gonna try to throw this goblin again. Got the 6. Oh. What was that? Disappeared into the ground. Reappeared underneath Copperhead. Did we get it? Did we get... No! Oh, come on. Come on! Warped into the ground, reappeared under the feet of Copperhead, tripping them up. Turn 15 for the snakes. Electric Man says, I can't make it, must sleep. Good night all. Good night, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. .48 seconds to go for the snakes. 96 says, I think I score here. Well, Moob definitely thinks otherwise. Good 2+ dodge by Rattler to cover the right side of the ball carrier. Final turn of the game for the Gutterballz, unless they can stop this score somehow. John Turturro with 6 MA, currently marked by Sidewinder. Good eye block on rat number 3. This will be a knockdown by Steve Buscemi. The Gutterballz have to stop this score. This is the end of their competition. Is it going to be trust in Nuffle here for a 4+, 3+? 26 seconds here for the Gutterballz. I don't think they have a choice. I mean, they could certainly 3, 4, 5. They could try to throw the Goblin again. Oh, that's what they're doing. They're going for the Goblin toss. It's going to be a short pass. Oh, just chucked him through the ground. Oh, failed the dodge. Oh. Wait, what was that? What was that? Yeah. Not sure what was that. Was there going to be assist that made that block better? Well, regardless, we're gonna get the NC Sticks cheerleaders. Right, but why move that player? Why not move the other player? Because he didn't declare the blitz on the player he dodged with. Hey, the NC Stakes win this one 2-1, and we're gonna go out in style. Oh, very, very well played by both coaches. The Snakes win this 2-1. The Gutterballz with a very fancy one-turn touchdown to start the second half, and that gave an entire half to the Dark Elf team to score. They did. They won it 2-1. Congratulations to Moob in their victory this evening. And of course, my thanks to El Marino. El Marino, an absolutely fantastic coach. Great orc coach, has run a number of different teams. Hope to see them back for the Dungeon Bowl, as you've seen in all the stat cards and such. Always at the top of the leaderboards, and a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, so the NC Stakes are going to advance to the semifinals. They are going to face off against the winner of MAML Nightmare versus Tizork Savage Boys. That's Festoon versus Tizzle Bizzle. That'll be Necro versus Orcs. And we'll take a look at the schedule. And that game is going to be about a week from now. It'll be Monday, September 15th at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4. That's because I am out this week starting tomorrow through Friday. So we will pick back up with the quarterfinals next Monday. And after that, our semifinals will get scheduled. We'll have our finals, and then we will open up registration for our Dungeon Bowl. If you want to play with us, You can go to our Discord right there. There's a link to the Discord. Just drop on by, check out the Blood Bowl channel. You can hit me up on maybe get it too. You can say, hey, I want to play in the next competition. I'll put you on the list. We'll get you registered when registration opens up, which will be just a few weeks from now. You can have a blast with us. This game is so much fun. But yeah, after the quarterfinals, the semifinals will begin to be scheduled by our coaches. And when they do, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB, here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, X, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is a ton of fun. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store until our final quarterfinal game next Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Hope you had fun. I had a blast. We'll see you back here in about a week. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.